The Iranian terror regime's final countdown. Welcome back. Today we're cutting through the noise on Iran. We've reached a definitive turning point. But don't let the headlines fool you. There is talk of a ceasefire, but we need to talk about the beginning, the middle, and the inevitable end of this regime. Disinformation and propaganda are being pumped into the media at record levels. Let's clear the air. What does peace actually mean for the Iranian terror regime? To them, true peace means the end of their own existence, because only when this regime falls will the Iranian people and the Middle East actually know peace. The ceasefire reality. It's a temporary pause, exactly 14 days. Why now? Because last Tuesday, before 8 p.m. Eastern, the U.S. was cleared to launch massive strikes on Iran's infrastructure. Facing total collapse, Iran buckled and agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. That is the only reason the bombing stopped. The 15-point ultimatum. President Trump granted this 2-week window for one reason: to see if the regime will sign its own death warrant. The U.S. has presented a 15-point plan, and it's non-negotiable. The core mandates: nuclear zero, complete cessation of the nuclear program, and a total abandonment of the nuclear weapon path. Uranium surrender: no more enrichment on Iranian soil. All current enriched uranium, approximately 450 kilograms, must be handed over. Site destruction: strategic facilities like Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo, they must be dismantled. The end of proxies: no more funding, no more arming global terror groups. Maritime freedom: the Strait of Hormuz stays open, permanently. Full sanction relief only happens if all conditions are met. These aren't temporary band-aids, these are permanent shifts. The propaganda war: JD Vance versus the garbage media. This weekend, VP JD Vance, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner are heading to Islamabad to finalize these terms. But watch the narrative. The regime is pushing a 10-point counterproposal. In certain mainstream outlets, the legacy media are treating it like a legitimate deal. It's a lie. It's a propaganda stunt designed to save face. JD Vance has been clear: we aren't negotiating with terrorists on their terms. We're seeing a massive propaganda war alongside the conventional one. Authoritarian regimes in China, Russia, and North Korea are helping Iran flood the zone with fake news. Even White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt has stepped up to debunk these 10-point fabrications. Battlefield update. Operation Epic Fury. While the media talks, the U.S. military has been working. Here is the status of the Iranian terror regime. The Navy: it's largely at the bottom of the sea. They have 2 ships left, one docked in Sri Lanka and one in India. Word is, Sri Lanka is preparing to send the crew packing. The Air Force: all aircraft are grounded. They have 0 air superiority. The leadership: out of the top 52 regime leaders, most are gone. Khamenei is reportedly hiding 150 feet underground. The manufacturing: missile and drone factories, 90% destroyed. Is the regime stronger or weaker than it was in February? Anyone with common sense knows they are running like wounded animals. National security and the FCC crackdown. For years, these regime leaders chanted "Death to America" while their children lived in luxury in Los Angeles. That era is over. Deportations have begun. This isn't just foreign policy, it's U.S. national security. Even FCC Chairman Brendan Carr is taking a stand. He recently slammed outlets for publishing hoax headlines regarding the peace plan. When the DOJ starts looking into fake peace proposals that threaten our security, you know the game has changed. Imagine if the media in other countries face that kind of accountability. Why we don't trust the pause. Can this regime be trusted? History says no. Even during this window, we've seen provocations, but the U.S. hasn't moved an inch. The naval buildup. The USS Boxer and the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit are arriving in the Arabian Sea. The USS George H.W. Bush is only days away. The Tomahawk record. The U.S. Navy has fired a record-breaking 850 Tomahawk missiles. Air power. Over 10,000 missions flown. Our B-1, B-2, and B-52 bombers are proving that distance is no protection for the regime.
Don't panic about the 2-week pause. This is a short interval to reload, replenish, and let the global oil market stabilize. Trump has been vocal about the Iranian threat since the 80s. He knows the signal from the noise. This mission won't officially end until the nuclear threat is neutralized and the terror regime is finished. We are watching a masterclass in 3D chess. Make sure to subscribe to NextGen Finance LT for the latest updates. Leave your thoughts below. Is this the end of the regime? See you in the next one.